You know why is that sad? Because he's not with me right now. Because we're best friends. We just want to hold each other.
The legal situation of Marilyn Manson and Evan Rachel Wood, who has accused him of abuse, has been compared to Johnny Depp's. This is because a Twitter thread connecting the two is going viral. The thread, which consists of several tweets attempting to portray Marilyn Manson as an abuser, began on Friday, with the author, who says she's an IPV survivor advocate, laying out what she claims is evidence that she insists backs Evan Rachel Wood's horrific allegations against her ex. Is Amber fabricating evidence to be used in Marilyn Manson's case against Johnny Depp? What fans had to say about this? Keep watching to know more. On the viral Twitter thread, a user says Amber Heard is perplexed that we could support Johnny but not Marilyn Manson, because we're all just scissorhand pirates loving brainless sycophants who can't tell one case from another, yet they are the ones attempting to merge Johnny and Marilyn. It was said on a tweet saying, "I'm baffled by people tweeting in support of Evan Rachel Wood, who say she's not another Amber Heard and that ERW is actually credible. Y'all know that Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson are best friends, right? Y'all know that Manson has learned from Depp's strategy?" On that, a fan reacted saying, "I'm an intelligent person, so I'm going to follow the Manson trial in the same way I followed Johnny. I'm not a fan of either party in either suit, and I originally assumed Johnny was probably at least partially guilty, but I'm going to listen to the facts, weigh the evidence, and make my own decision. I'm sorry Amber proved to be such a wackadoodle. I know nothing about Manson or Wood or their case, but I'm curious to hear more." Another stated that, "It bothers me that anyone is saying anything pro-anti-MM or ERW. If anything, the JD versus AH situation should have taught us all not to jump on any bandwagon and not condemn or support anyone until all of the facts are known. Let's look at the mountains of evidence from both sides, go over them thoroughly, and see which hollow mountain collapses under the weight of the truth." One more comment says, "I always start out unbiased and skeptical of both sides. Before the trial, I assumed AH would easily win. Then I went over the facts and listened to AH testify. Only after that did I fully support JD. My first thought about MM was that he was wrong to date a girl who had only recently turned 18. I'm unconcerned about the circumstances, but I'm also reading things about ERW that make me wonder about her motivations and stories. But I'm keeping an open mind. More facts and information are required." Another user wrote, "I've seen Ella's tweets, and they have some of the worst takes on survivors I've ever seen. They regularly dismiss survivors and attack us. I'm sorry, but they're disgusting people. F that scumbag. Anyone who tries to silence survivors is just as bad as Amber Heard. And the sad thing is that Ella takes no responsibility." One more furious comment stated that, "According to their logic, everyone on the planet is an abuser. I mean, if one of your best friends is an abuser, then your best friend is an abuser, and thus you are. I can't #facepalm enough at this PhD of stupidity." Another added, "ERW and a friend are accused of impersonating an FBI agent in order to obtain information about MM and persuade other alleged victims to come forward. They even wrote a script for them to read. We've learned from Scamber Turd that we should be very cautious about defending anyone before we have all of the facts." One more user added, "What do you mean best friends can be completely different people? The problem with MMERW appears to be quite different. MM is almost certainly claiming intentional infliction of emotional distress." Another further says, "Something very different about the two cases that no one has mentioned. In Johnny's case, in his 58 years of life, he had only one accuser. There are multiple accusers in Marilyn's case, not just Evan. So either Evan is more skilled at convincing people to lie for her, or Marilyn has been a serial abuser his entire life." One says, "All cases, in my opinion, are distinct and distinct. Every case should be decided based on the facts. The accuser's gender is irrelevant, and it's been demonstrated, Depp versus Heard, that the abuser can be female. Abusers don't have a face. They could be anybody." One more user stated, "I wouldn't say JD and Manson are best friends. Addicts frequently become entangled with people they would not otherwise associate with. JD and MM, it appears to me, hung out to do drugs and make music together. Correct me if I'm wrong, but JD has seemed to distance himself from Manson as much as possible in recent years." Another said, "Is she still unaware that we've all seen the evidence proving her to be an abuser and pathological liar? We don't believe her and will never believe her. Why do these narcissists believe we should condone their abuse and lies? Because they are women. You don't speak for me. The Twitter user mentions ties between Manson and Depp at several points in her deep dive, including the fact that they're close friends, while implying that Manson is following in the footsteps of his JD by suing his accuser for defamation. As per the sources, Manson accused Wood of fabricating her claims against him as part of an alleged elaborate scheme to ruin his reputation and career. She has denied all of her allegations and those of other women who have accused him. Back to Johnny for a moment, because there's a debate raging about whether the allegations he leveled against Amber Heard, which were found to be mostly true by a jury, are in fact comparable to Manson, who also claims his accuser is making everything up. The Twitter user points out that the cases are completely different, with different evidence and allegations, but she appears to be implying throughout that JD has set a dangerous precedent for men accused of abuse, including Manson. A few online agree that Depp's support during his trial could backfire by automatically lending itself to other stars in similar situations. Others, on the other hand, are adamant that supporting Depp does not automatically imply support for Manson, and that attempting to conflate the two cases simply because they are friends is incorrect. Almost everyone seems to be missing that Johnny, like Manson, had every right to take Amber to court and have the facts laid out, as did anyone else. It's called due process, and everyone has the right to use it if they have a legal grievance. Do you believe the two cases are related? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe for more.